It's an absolutely abysmal day here in London. Actually, you might be able to see that one sec. Can you see the rain? Absolutely abysmal. Oh, creaky floorboard. So yeah, in this one, I want to talk to you about, well, I've labeled this as the mindset, but I want to share a multitude of mindsets that have made cold approach a million times easier for me, especially when I was first getting started, because when you first get started with cold approach, the whole thing feels like an absolute minefield and you don't know what you don't know. So yeah, by listening to this one all the way through, I'm gonna equip you with better mindsets. I'm also gonna make a mindset mastery video, which I've alluded to in previous posts. That video is yeah, I'm sorting that video out as we speak. So this is not the mindset mastery video. This is like the precursor to that. So yeah, I'm just gonna share mindsets which are gonna help you because that's nice, isn't it? Right, let's get into them. So, first mindset that I want to install into your belief system is when you approach a girl that you like, it's either gonna go really well or you've got a funny story, right? So, if you're someone right now and you've got a lot of resistance to going over and starting a conversation with a pretty girl, you're thinking too many steps ahead, you're experiencing failure in advance, your mind is stuffed with these conspiracy theories of failure, then just remind yourself of this mantra. It's either going to go well or you've got a funny story. So, example of this to elucidate, I was coaching one of my guys from the Entourage in London yesterday, and he went over to this woman at a bus stop, right? So, this woman, she was waiting for a bus, and this was actually the first time that he'd ever approached a woman at a bus stop, right? So, he was talking with her, and then conversation was going really well. He'd like guessed the origin of her name, so like he guessed her nationality, just like flirty fireworks all the way. And then before he could get to the close, the bus turned up, and because he'd not been in this situation before, he wasn't able to go for the close because the bus had more priority in her life than this random attractive stranger. So he didn't manage to get the close out. So what he learned from that was when it comes to a bus stop approach, you do have more of an imminent expiry date on the conversation. Yeah, if you approach a girl who's at a bus stop, there is a high likelihood that that conversation is going to be crucified at any point upon the arrival of the number 47 bus. So it's either going to go well or you've got a funny story. And then as we were going around and he was ricocheting between successive approaches after this then became like a little inside joke between us. It was like, oh, what about this girl at the bus stop? Remember, the bus has got more priority, so make sure you get in there before the bus arrives. It just became funny, yeah. And then I shared the anecdote with the entourage, and it's either gonna go well or you've got a funny story. Yeah, I think when it comes to call approach, guys can easily fall into the habit of taking the whole thing way too seriously. And I get it as well. There's so much nonsense content online where it makes cold approach, it makes meeting women into this militant ordeal. Like must go out, must do 10 approaches, must follow London day game model. And it's like, dude, it just makes you a weird robotified moron. So it's either gonna go well or you've got a funny story. Yeah, just remember to make light out of this. It's already difficult enough when you're first starting out. A mantra which was echoed inside of the entourage today. By the way, find me a better group in the world who's having esoteric, practical discussions at 10 a.m. on a Thursday. Like, I woke up today, the entourage was popping off with great conversations and anecdotes. And one of our members, he posted this thing, and basically the gist of the message was giving yourself permission to suck at the start. Yeah, the importance of getting your reps in. Yeah, the importance of getting points on the board. In order to become great at anything, we have to risk not being able to do it. Yeah, when I first started being a magician at the age of 13, I was shit at it, right? But he who has a strong enough why can bear any how. Yeah, you don't want to be comparing your first chapter to somebody else's final. Yeah, if you look at a Van Gogh painting, that is years and years and years towards his craft, towards the dedication of mastery. Yeah, it doesn't happen by luck, it happens by design. And all of this like overnight success, it's not a thing. Yeah, anyone who just pops up out of nowhere, usually they've got a body of work behind them. Yeah, they've got authority. Yeah, look at the etymology of the word authority. It contains the word author. Yeah, author, someone who has created something, proof of work, a body of work. Yeah, when you look at my stuff, I've documented my journey from when I first started Cold Approach to the present day, and you're able to see the transformation. Yeah, you can see all of the rejections. You can see when I was living in that grotty apartment in central Leeds. You can see when I was looking like a turnip and dressing like a moron. You can see all of that. Like it's all documented, and the point of that is brutal transparency. Yeah, I didn't just jump out the womb being hashtag confident. When I first started magic, I sucked at it, but I knew after enough suck, I would start to get good. But I think when you have to risk not being good at something, the ego can get in the way, especially I think especially with the discipline of cold approach, I think our egos are more attached to our ability to attract women than like compared to being good at football or being good at swimming or being good at magic. I think something that castrates a lot of guys of their confidence is the belief that they should just know. Yeah, the belief that they should just know how to approach a woman, the belief that they should just know how to navigate a relationship, the belief that they should just know how to go on a date or carry a conversation. It's like, I don't know about you, but my dad never taught me any of this stuff. And this is not me being like, oh, it was so difficult for me. No, but that's just reality. Like, I was never taught any of this stuff. So we do have to become connoisseurs and creatives in a way. Yeah, we have to dig for the knowledge. Yeah, the reason that you're watching these live streams is because you want more for your life. Yeah, you've got radical ambition to improve yourself holistically. And I think Cold Approach functions as the ultimate self-improvement exercise. But yeah, to become great at anything, we have to risk not being able to do it, which is why I say get 100 cold approaches done ASAP. Yeah, just treat them purely as batting practice. They're probably going to be the worst approaches that you ever do, but who knows? You might get lucky. You might strike a home run. You don't know. Yeah, but I think when it comes to cold approach, I think it's the ultimate process of ego death. This notion of transcendent mastery. Yeah, think of someone like James Bond. Like he's seen it all, he's done it all, he's no longer phased by anything. This is acquired through experience, yeah, accumulating experience, getting real world experience in the field, yeah, learning through the library of life. But yeah, to become great at this, you have to risk being shit at it. And I think the purpose of why I post the rejection reels or why I actually keep all of my older videos still public, even though they cringe me out to look back at them, you're really seeing a tapestry of personal growth, not just my cold approach progress, but my life progress. Yeah, like you've actually been able to see me develop over time. I don't know of any other cold approach channels where you can actually see somebody going from a complete beginner to making a career out of cold approach. I think that's fucking inspirational. Like if I was a neutral party watching my content, right? I would be like, do you know what? Fair play to this fucker. He's documented everything, warts and all, and he's kept it all because if you actually use my content strategically, it becomes this springboard of hope and optimism and inspiration. It's like, whoa, that's what he used to look like. Whoa, that's what his conversations used to be like. Whoa, that's where he was living. And now look at this. Now he's got this international lifestyle. Now he has built an elite private network for other radically ambitious, like-minded guys. Now he's teaching the art of cold approach. That's impressive. I'm into it. So yeah, I just wanted to really just like all these live streams, just function as this healthy dose of optimism. Do you know what I mean? Like you can do anything that you want in this life. It's just the belief system. Yeah, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right either way. Um, I think that was the first mindset actually. Oh, this is going to be a deep one. Um, the other mindset that will change your call approach immediately is to just focus on the open. Yeah, I reiterate this a lot, but reiteration is consolidation. Like most guys, when they're call approaching, they're thinking, "Oh, but I need to have a conversation. I need to close. Or what if she doesn't like me?" It's like, dude, let's just focus on the thing that we can actually control, which is the open itself. Yeah, just focusing on the first 3 seconds of the approach. That's all you need to concentrate on, especially when you're new to this, or maybe you've been out of the game for a while and your social skills have gotten a little bit rusty, or your cold approach skills have gotten a little bit rusty. Just focus on the open. Just focus within those first 3 seconds on blowing that girl away. Focus on leaving her better than you found her. Go out purely to make the world a better place, like the mindset of seducer world. Yeah, like maybe you don't feel 100% great in yourself. However, when you just focus on the open, when you focus on leaving every woman better than you found her, you actually take all of the emphasis off of yourself. The anxiety, the resistance starts to dissipate because you're almost going out there with a higher purpose. It's no longer about you. It's not even about her, actually. It's just about, let's just make the world better. And, you don't know where those positive reverberations are going to ricochet. Do you know what I mean? Like you going, oh, because I think as well, we never actually stop to think how, like, what impact we're having on the world when we cold approach. Like you might go over and approach a 42-year-old woman in Hyde Park, and she might just be a warm up, right? But you make her feel beautiful. You make her feel more beautiful than she's felt in the past 20 years. She might have 2 kids at home. She goes home and she's a better mother to her children. She's now got more love to give because you've been able to install love into her. Her children then have a better childhood, maybe because of all of this radiant feminine love that her children are getting. They then think, maybe I can achieve more, maybe I can be more, maybe I can do more. Who knows? Those children may grow up to be doctors and one day save someone's life. And that was all started because you took the initiative to just go over and say something. Yeah. I don't know if cold approach can change the world, but I think it can change someone's world. I think the more worlds that we change, the better this world actually becomes. Yeah, so just understand that this is a belief that I didn't actually write down, but just understand that when you're going out there, you are impacting the world. Like you're impacting the world more than you can actually realize, and a rising tide lifts all the boats. So I think that's just interesting to keep in mind because I think when we're starting this, it's very much a me journey rather than an us journey. I think it's important to be going out with that higher purpose in mind. Another crucial mindset is oftentimes when we're going out, especially when we're first starting, we are rejecting ourselves on the behalf of the woman. Yeah, oh, she might not like me or she won't like me. But one of our members in the entourage provided this mindset, which I think is brilliant. Rather than doing that, yeah, rather than inflicting a negative future, or rather than prophesizing, that's a better word, rather than prophesizing a negative future, why not instead say to yourself, she might like me. She might like me. Yeah, because ultimately you don't know what she's into. You don't know what her type is. Like women's feelings are forever fluctuating depending on where she's at in her ovulation cycle, the time of the month, also depending on her buying temperature, maybe what literature she's reading this week. You don't know what she's into. So why not err on the side of optimism? Why, rather than being like, well, she won't like me, well, why not say she might like me? And then go see. Yeah, it's that ancient Chinese proverb. Don't listen to what they say, go see. I would say that's more of a mindset for the beginner, for the cold approach beginner. Like she might like me, but the more reps and the more experience that you get, I think this is almost like the transition from when a boy becomes a man. Like a boy is up in his head thinking, "Oh, does she like me?" But then I think when you when you transition, and you actually start to love and respect yourself, the mind, what's going through your mind is, let's see if I can like her. Yeah, it's like you're almost going over there and seeing if she's cool enough to invite into your reality. It's not just some like, this is not some like tyrannical draconian thing. It's you're operating from a place of wholeness rather than from a place of lack. Yeah, you're not pinning your sense of self-worth on the approval of a random woman. Yeah, so it's like, oh, she looks nice. Let's go over and see if she's cool. Let's go over and see if I like her. Yeah. Rather than being in your head thinking, oh, why would she ever want a guy like me? Oh, she's never going to want me. And also, that might actually be true as well. Yeah. Like, I do believe that we attract the love that we're ready to receive. Yeah, we do. Like, we attract the love that we're ready to receive. So if you're not happy with the sort of woman, the quality of woman that you're attracting into your life right now, then oftentimes that is a like women are your mirror. Yeah, like women are our mirror. So if you're not happy with the quality of women that you're attracting, then hey, maybe look at the quality of your life. Maybe look at the quality of your habits. Maybe look at the quality of the people that you've got in your life. And maybe it's time for an audit. Maybe it's time to actually become better. Yeah, beautiful women are a beautiful byproduct of a beautiful life. So rather than blaming the rest of the world, or rather than swimming in these self-deprecating thoughts, why not get to work? Why not go to the gym? Why not find a way to make more money so you can live a better life and look after the people that you love? Why not do something different? Why not start to have a better relationship with fear? Yeah, why stay static? So yeah, I think that's useful. Maybe it's not, I don't know, but I think it's useful. The next mindset I got from Zamperion, but I just think it's a beautiful mantra. A man who loves women is loved by women. Yeah, it's like, I think this is a true game changer. A man who loves women is loved by women. I think there are a lot of guys who get into this space, and I think many men today are misguided, and they're almost viewing women as a means to an end rather than these nourishing, beautiful entities that can enhance their lives. It's like almost this us versus them type of deal, right? It's competitive rather than collaborative. It's almost like someone who's making money just to make money. Yeah, someone who is making money simply to gratify their ego and receive external validation, as opposed to the person who's making money because he sees money as a way of keeping score. Yeah, seeing money as a way to know he's doing good in the world, rather than making money because you want to do incredible things and look after the people that you love. Yeah, focusing on impact over revenue. I think that's where a lot of guys fall short in this space. It's like, dude, you're going out, you're doing these approaches, you're not getting any results, but you don't even like women. In fact, you actually have some resentment towards them. Yeah, in order to get results from cold approach, or just to attract beauty into your life, dude, we need to remove this resentment. Yeah, like there's a guy commented on one of my videos. He was like, "Oh, Kristian, like, how do I remove jealousy?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm going out there, I'm cold approaching, but I can't get over this fear of jealousy. Like women, they've got it so easy. They don't need to approach. They just need to look pretty, and they're getting their DMs flooded." I'm like, brother, this mindset is fucked. Like, how do you expect to attract any beautiful person into your life when you have resentment towards that thing? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So I think this is my call to action to you right now. Remove the resentment that you've got towards women, right? Like, it's not a us versus them. It's not this battle of the sexes. It's not this war of attrition. Yeah, we're humans. Yeah, we want to connect. Yeah, we want to connect. We want to have mind-blowing experiences. We want to be in relationships with people who nourish our souls and lift us up. I think that's important. Like, a man who loves women is loved by women. Yeah, people who love people are loved by people. Yeah, it's that human connection. Yeah, because I think when we strip it all back, that's genuinely what we all want. I think many different places online will package it in certain ways, but I think when you do remove all the bullshit, all of us just want to receive love from the feminine. Yeah, most men are frustrated today because they lack love from the feminine. Yeah, we all want to be loved, we want to be wanted, we want to be respected, and I think we want to have a best friend who we can do life with. And I think when we come from this place of raw authenticity, I made that word the other day by accident. I like it, so I'm gonna keep using it. Just being raw authentic. Like, this is me, take it or leave it. I'm a man, you're a woman, I like that. And if you don't like me, that's okay. Yeah, just having this I want you, but I don't need you mindset, I think will set you free. because everyone's always like, oh, well, be detached from outcome. But I think for me anyway, I feel we always need an outcome to focus on, otherwise we wouldn't do the thing. So just viewing the rep itself as the reward, I think that's the only outcome that we need to focus on. And the way that translates is, did I show up today as my best self? Did I go after what I wanted? Did I live true to me? Or was I just dance into the music of the masses? Yeah, I think that is the personification of a true Renaissance warrior. The rep itself is the reward. I'm doing this because it pleases me to do it. Yeah. I'm just gonna hold the door open for this woman. I'm gonna give her a compliment. I'm gonna respond to a text message maybe in 2 minutes. Like, it doesn't matter, because you're at this level of transcendent mastery where you're just doing what you do because it pleases you to do so. That's all you ever need in your relationships. Like, you're doing it because it pleases you to do so. Like, if I go out with my friends and I say, listen, I'll get this. Like, I'll buy dinner tonight. I'll buy you a drink. I'm not doing it because I want to initiate reciprocity. I'm doing it because I just want to give. I'm doing it because I'm with people that I care about. And a way that I like to display affection is through buying people things. I think one of my definitions of money is a language of love. Yeah, when I love people, when I care about people, I want to buy them things. I want to celebrate them. I want to treat them. I want to spoil them, because I think it comes back to my magic background in a way. Like, one of the reasons why I love doing magic so much is because I love the reactions that I could create. I love making people happy. I love, like, reconnecting people with that childlike wonder, that childlike awe, where for a moment all their problems are dissipated and they can just enjoy the moment. That's why I love magic so much. You get to reconnect people with a bygone era. And it's the same thing when I'm with, people I care about. Like, it was my mum's birthday the other week, so I was there in the Lake District with her. I was taking her out to nice places. I was buying her things for her birthday. And even though, like, even though I know my mum and I know that she doesn't really care about like the things that I like, she just wants to spend time with me. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's all she wants. She just wants to be able to spend time with me. But part of my love language is being able to express my love for my mum by treating her, because yeah, she's always been there for me. She's always supported me whenever I wanted to do something, like when I wanted to do magic. I remember when I was like, I think I must have been about 7 years old. I wanted to start selling Vimto. I wanted to start selling Vimto outside our house. And rather than just like shutting me down straight away, being like, Christian, that's stupid, she just entertained it for a little while, and she was like, just like almost mentoring me in a way. And she's like, well, how much are you going to sell it for? How many cans do you think you need? How are you going to get these people to buy? I'm like, I don't know. I just like Vimto. I never said that stand up when I worked out the logistics. Man, he has a strong enough why. I can bear anyhow. My why was not strong enough. But no, I think it's important to celebrate the people in our lives. Next mindset. You're only ever one great approach away from everything changing. I love this. This is really the mindset that has helped me so much on my cold approach journey. And whenever I'm working with a guy, whenever I'm coaching a guy one on one, and I can feel as though his energy is dipping a bit, I can sense if he's had a string of blowouts, and I can feel him starting to shudder slightly. I just say, dude, listen, you're only ever one great approach away from everything changing. So we set that intention, right? And I don't know what happens, like psychologically. I think you're decreasing the amount of perceived effort in order to strike gold. I think that's what's happening, isn't it? You're decreasing the amount of perceived effort. That's what's happening. And then the whole gargantuan task of cold approach, where in your mind you might be thinking, oh fuck, I've got this like infinite amount of women to approach. It then just becomes one. And I think that one mindset will set you free. Like, if I'm having a terrible day and I'm just getting blowout after blowout after blowout, if I didn't have this mindset, like, oh, I'm only ever one great approach away from everything changing, then I think it's easy to just give up, to get sad, and then to get pissed off and complain online. Cold approach doesn't work. There was one guy who commented on one of the videos. He's like, cold approach only works for Scandinavian chads. I'm like, dude, like the amount I actually do pity these people because the amount of brainwashing they've gone through with the whole black pill movement, I actually think is scary. So I do have empathy for these people, but yeah, just this fucking ideology. Like you need to be a 6'7" Scandinavian Chad. I'm like, dude, no, it's not that. Like, yes, do everything in your power to look and feel as good as possible, but understand that your mind really doesn't matter more than your face. I really believe that now more than I've ever done before. I've gone through that whole phase. I've gone through the whole looks maxing phase, becoming more fuckable. I think that's a rite of passage. I do think guys should do that because it's no good me saying to you that it doesn't really matter about being jacked. It doesn't really matter about skyrocketing your income. Like I think you should just do all these things because you enjoy them and it gives you pleasure. But yeah, thinking that being jacked is going to get you women or being rich or ripped or all of these materialistic trophies. It's not just one thing. Someone commented yesterday, Richie. I know you listen to these live streams, and I appreciate you. He just commented very succinctly, and he was like, "It's about becoming the full package." That's exactly what it is. Yeah, like game is simply a way of delivering your value to the world. The more value that you've got to give, the more you love and respect yourself, and then conversations become easier. But yeah, you're only ever one great approach away from everything changing. The other mindset is more of a reminder. Vibe matters more than energy. So I think these two words are used almost synonymously, but I think that's a mistake. Like your energy for me is how alert and how pumped up you're feeling. For me, it's like, okay, like if you've got low energy, then usually you're a bit fatigued. Maybe you've done a lot of logical work today, so maybe your energy is like a little bit flat. Maybe you didn't get much sleep. I think that's energy. But vibe, I think, is more about how you feel within, yeah, how compelling you feel in the current moment. So my way of describing vibe is aura, and for me, aura is everything. Like if you really want to dominate the dating marketplace, if you really want to get everything that you want in life, if you want to dominate like sales and become the best version of you and just fucking crush it, I truly believe it's about aura. Yeah, and it's not some woo-woo term. Like you'll feel aura right now, like how compelling you feel right now in the current moment. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, and developing a better aura, it's just about your daily habits, your daily habits, your daily routines and rituals. So for me, the way that I get a 10 out of 10 aura is doing things that scare me on a daily basis. Yeah. So just write down a list of everything that scares you and then just make a point to start doing those things. Getting cold showers, training hard at the gym, high intensity interval training, getting social interaction, you're actually spending time around people who lift up your spirit, removing toxic habits and toxic people from your life. Yeah, if you've got an addiction of some sort, then work on getting through that. Yeah, like work on eliminating your vices, a breaking out of monotony as well. I think a lot of us are guilty of just doing the same thing, rinse and repeat. And if you're not careful, that can become your entire life. Like you could get to 60 years old and you look back at the tapestry of your life and everything was just the same. You stayed in the small town, you worked the same job, you had the same friends, and yeah, some people might find fulfillment from that, but I really don't think most people do. I think most people settle for what they think they can get rather than going after the things that they actually want. Yeah, if you sat down with anybody and was like, right, paint me a picture of your ideal reality, I guarantee it's not working the 9 to 5 at fucking Motorola. I don't even know if Motorola's still a thing. Yeah, like selling like phones and stuff. But I think a lot of people are just smoking on the copium. It's like, oh no, this is actually what I want. I don't really think it is. But no, I think aura is everything. Yeah, how compelling we feel in the current moment. I actually created a community post yesterday. So if you go into like my YouTube and then click on that community tab, I've got a video which walks you through step by step how to actually create a compelling aura in real time. I'll link it below this video as well. I'll do that because I think that'll be useful. I'll link the video below once this live stream's finished, and then you can actually see how I create a compelling aura in like 17 minutes. So that's cool. The next mindset that really helped me is it is a lottery when you go out there. Yeah, I think cold approach in particular can impact negatively on your perceived sense of self-worth because you could be going out and getting like, I have a boyfriend 10 times in a row, and that can make you start to doubt yourself. Yeah, but it's a lottery when you're going out there. I always had this like inside joke with myself where I said, wouldn't it be great if at, let's say, 3 p.m. every Friday, the only girls who are walking on the streets were available and single? Imagine how much easier that would make cold approach, because I think a big part of cold approach is just finding girls who are single and available. You could just be getting dramatically unlucky with the girls that you're approaching. I think this, if you're in a small town, cold approach becomes very difficult because you've got a very restricted dating pool. So that's what myself and Ephraim made that video in Paphos, which had like 40,000 people. It is just more difficult. You're going to be bumping into the same girls, etc. So yeah, again, look, it's just improving your life situation holistically. Yeah, if you do want to crush it with cold approach, consider relocating. Yeah, we live in an age of opportunity where you don't have to be the way that you've always been. Yeah, if you want to change of career, obviously it depends on your situation as well. I appreciate that. Like if you've got a family right now, or well, maybe, I don't know why you'll be watching this if you've got if you've got a family, but maybe you do. Like maybe you've got children. Like maybe you have to be in a certain place. I don't know your situation, so I think it's dependent. But I think for the majority of guys who are watching this, you're probably free, young, single, and raring to go. So yeah, I think just write down what your ideal reality looks like, and then work like a savage to actualize that. But yeah, just remind yourself it's a lottery when you're going out there, but you're only ever one great approach away from everything changing. Focusing on the open. Yeah, just focusing on the open, right? You're going out there, you're gonna go out, seduce the world, make the world a better place. You're beautiful, you look great. What are you doing today? You two gobsmackingly gorgeous girls. Have a good day. Just rep that out. Yeah, 100 cold approaches to get yourself into the game, get points on the board. Evidence has got the loudest voice. View the rep itself as the reward. These are mindsets that have really helped me. I hope they help you. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a like. And I'm probably going to do another live stream later because I enjoy doing these. But yeah, like the live stream. I'll speak to you later.